Blues. So how about that? Thanks so much for tuning into the Weather Network. Michelle Mackey joining you, and we begin our weather story with a snapshot of our unofficial high temperatures from across the country. You can see the warmth is in the west. That warm surge of Pacific air really bumping those temperatures up. And we're also seeing above seasonal temperatures as we head into Ontario as well. Now through the overnight, we are going to begin to see the drop. It was above seasonal Saturday, Sunday, not so much. Through the city of Toronto, -10 through the overnight. Barrie, -15. Again, these are before wind chills. And we are also seeing some snow up towards Cottage Country, including Barrie, along with that cold front. Now, the temperatures. Let's get into the details here. The purples, that's where we're looking at -15. You can see we have that northerly flow through the overnight. That begins to push down into southern Ontario as we move into Sunday morning. High pressure is in place, so the good news is clear skies, and that's what we're seeing through the city of Toronto for Sunday morning. But -12. So if you're heading out and about, maybe out for a nice morning walk, make sure you dress in layers. It's a similar story in Hamilton, starting the day off at -9. I guess that's the catch when we have sunny skies, right? There has to be a little bit of a consequence for that, and it's certainly going to be those cold temperatures. Now, if you're in Barrie, you're waking up likely to about 1 to 3 centimeters of snow, but the sun will be shining. Not quite as much snow in Oshawa, just some flurries through the overnight. Again, clearing by your Sunday morning. Now, through southern Ontario, generally for your Sunday morning, you can see the sun is out, but the cold temperatures anywhere between -14 to about -9 degrees. Now, stay with us. If you can stay with us for about 10 more minutes, I'm going to let you know the things that you need to know from across the country. I'm Michelle Mackey with the things you need to know. We start with an overview of Canada, but let's start in Atlantic Canada. That's where we're in storm watch. Let's check in with Nathan Coleman. Thanks, Nathan. And we also have some wintry weather in southern Ontario. A freezing drizzle warning has been put in place by Environment Canada for the south of the province. Temperatures just mild enough for that. If you're heading north towards Cottage Country, that's where you're really getting into some snow, generally about 1 to 3 centimeters. Now, despite the mild conditions that we've seen through the prairie provinces over the past few days, it has been a very cold winter. So these two moms from Winnipeg developed something to keep their kids warm during outdoor hockey. I'd like a pair of those, thanks. All right, if you're heading out skating in Winnipeg tonight, it is, yes, above seasonal, but still cold, -10. But as we track further to the west, temperatures begin to rebound. Regina, 0, Saskatoon, 1. And Saskatoon, that is where this gentleman made a luge in his backyard. How much fun does that look? I'd like one in my backyard. All right, here's the rainfall that we're expecting for British Columbia. Will this last? We're going to let you know all of that and more in your Long Ranger coming up. Mild, but that is not going to continue as we head into the overnight hours. Thank you very much for tuning into the Weather Network. Michelle Mackey joining you. That's where you can find me on Twitter, share in our sidebar conversation. Here are the temperatures that we can expect through the overnight as we head down towards the Stratford, London area around that -10 mark. High pressure moving in on Sunday means we're also going to see those temperatures remain low. Starting the day off at -12 in Toronto, -19 further to the north, Sault Ste. Marie, but it's going to be feeling closer to -27. So certainly going to be a chilly start to your Sunday. Here's the high pressure area I was talking about earlier. Now we are currently watching this low that is tracking into Ontario by Tuesday. It does run the possibility of some lake effect snow enhancement. So Cottage Country could be seeing a little bit extra of that snow as we move into midweek. Now, what can we expect for the next 7 days through the city of Hamilton? Today, the temperatures begin to rebound, but we do run the chance of seeing the snow. It's a similar story as we head into Toronto. Thursday looking like our snowfall day. How much snow at this point is variable because we are a few days out. So stay with us on the Weather Network. As we get closer to the day throughout the week, we'll keep you posted. Very a similar story, but high pressure, sunny skies. That's the light at the end of the tunnel, isn't it? All right, stay with us. Your locals are coming up on the 10s. But a pretty dull day. Blue day, if you will. Chrissy Van has some tips on that coming right up. But first, I'm Michelle Mackey. Thank you so much for tuning into the Weather Network as we start with our Central Ontario forecast. You can see high pressure is building in through the overnight hours. Most of the weather is staying south of the border, but high pressure Yes, it means clear skies, sunny conditions for the most part, but we are looking at colder temperatures. Sunday morning, a big drop. Toronto starting the day off at -12, Barrie -16 before the wind chill. Also for Barrie, you are going to be waking up to a nice dusting of snow on the ground. We'll be seeing some flurries through the overnight hours. Here's your look ahead for Guelph. You can see the sun is shining, yes, but those cold temperatures that are prevalent through Guelph, Mississauga, Oshawa, and Toronto can get us down. Here's Chrissy Van on some tips to beat the winter blues.
Feeling the winter blues? You're not alone. According to a Weather Network Commission study, 43% of Canadians feel the impacts of the winter blues.
Good tips, Chrissy. Skiing is a good one. My go-to, hot coffee, hot tea. I will take it. Caffeine gives me that little boost that I need on those long winter days. Here's what we can expect for the next 7 days. Plenty of sun to cheer you up, yes, but Wednesday evening, that's when our next system rolls through. Expecting some snowfall by Thursday. Where's my ticket? I'm Michelle Mackey joining you, and if you're doing any traveling Sunday morning, here's what you can expect across the country. Vancouver, 9 degrees, warm Pacific air responsible for that, and we are seeing a stop in the rain. That's the good news. Now, this warmth is transitioning over the Rocky Mountains. Calgary, Sunday morning, 8 degrees, a perfect day to get out, maybe go for a run. I know that would be good motivation for me anyways. Toronto, though, it's a different story. Really seeing a drop in the temperatures, -12 to start us out. The wind chill also going to be a big factor, and that's also what we're feeling in Montreal, starting the day off at -17. Meanwhile, in Halifax on the east, starting the day off at 0 degrees, sunny skies, high pressure, and I think that is well deserved after all of that rain that we've seen on Saturday. Now for our number 2 story of this segment, epic whale poopnado soils underwater expedition, a phrase I never thought I would say in my journalistic career, but there you go. It's actually a defense mechanism used by sperm whales when photographers like this guy get too close. For more stories like that and on your local details, visit theweathernetwork.com.
This one.
So how about that? Thanks so much for tuning into the Weather Network. Michelle Mackey joining you, and we begin